So we're going to talk about how to get known, get connected, and get paid. Lead generation strategies to make 6 figures and go viral. My business is called Drastic Results, Marketing and Sales Coaching. What word stands out to you in my business name? Unmute yourself.
Drastic.
Drastic, yes, and results too. But the word drastic permeates everything that I am, that I teach my clients. I call them the drastic steppers, because nobody comes in my tribe unless they're ready to get drastic. What I know also is that the whole marketing and sales and lead gen thing is drastic for all of us, myself included. It's the part we hate the most. We love what we do. We just don't want to market it or sell it. But guess what? Nobody told you when you started your business, your first job is to market and sell. Your second job is to be good at what you do. So we're going to talk about some of the strategies you can implement to be able to take your business viral. Who wants to go viral? And I can see everybody here. I have a second screen. So who wants to go viral in their business? Absolutely. You know, and when I talk about going viral in business, I'm talking about the strategies that's going to help you make more money. I know somebody who's gone viral. She has 100,000 followers on TikTok. And right now, she's making $5 an hour calls for me. That ain't the kind of viral I'm talking about. She's gone viral, but if she has to make $5 an hour calls for me, she is not really viral. I'm talking about the strategies that let you go viral, that's going to make you money. Because do we need to make more money? Absolutely. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about viral, this COVID thing, this virus that we saw go viral. It affected every single and continues to affect every single one of us. And we had no idea what to do. Most of us weren't Zoom networkers. Now I was. If you joined you joined this call with zoomwithtoni.com. I bought that in 2015. I knew that we were going to have to go viral. I bought Zoom with Toni a long time ago. I was an early adopter of Zoom. I still pay $9.99 for my account because I knew in order to go viral, I was going to have to go virtual. I knew that in 2015. COVID proved it. Hey, Forrest, my friend, nice to see you, brother. So COVID proved it. And most of us have not perfected the viral virtual networking. So we're going to talk about that as well. But we want to get our mindset right so that we can take our business viral, no matter if it's COVID and beyond. Because guess what? When that's over, something else is on the way. I'm just saying. So I'm going to play a quick video that will introduce who I am. Let me make sure that I did the share sound just to make sure that you all can hear my video. So share again, share sound. Awesome. Let's go. This is Toni Harris Taylor, international speaker, marketing and sales coach, owner of Network in Action franchise, TV talk show host. I help entrepreneurs get known, get connected, get paid to make 6 figures and beyond. This is Toni Harris Taylor.
She got me really motivated.
I learned something that I could immediately put to use.
Register today to get the connections you need to succeed. So, talk about going viral. Someone introduced me to someone who owns a network. like Mike Weiner and myself. And he said, Toni, I can get you on the OWN network. Huh? So that commercial will be played on the OWN network in the next coming weeks to generate people to come to the conference. That's how you go viral. Connection. That connection knows something I don't know. Take action. And I'm going to be on CNN. If y'all see it well, y'all won't see it because unless you're in Houston, you won't see it. But it's going to play in Houston on OWN, BET, CNN. And I'm just excited about the opportunity to be connected to someone who knows someone who could do that. Do y'all understand that? How important that is?
This is Toni.
So let's talk about lead generation. Who loves the lead generation part? Yeah, John said, raised his hand. Most of us don't. I've learned to love it. I hated it too, right? Most of us don't come into business to generate leads. It's a revelation. It's like, I should have learned how to do this lead generation thing, and I'm going to spotlight my video. So I should have learned how to do that before I even perfected my business. It's the most difficult part of having a business. But I'm going to tell you some strategies today that's going to simplify that for you. Is that good? We need some simple ways. So imagine what your business would look like if you could easily attract your ideal clients to fill your pipeline so that you could close more sales. See, one day I posted on Facebook, what does it take to be a six-figure entrepreneur? And I got things like tenacity and risk taker and driven and don't quit and right mindset, yada, yada. I got lots of great answers, by the way. And it does take all of that to be a six-figure entrepreneur. But you know what it really takes to be a six-figure entrepreneur? Deposits in the bank. Sales is what really takes to be a six-figure entrepreneur. And sometimes as entrepreneurs, we dance around the sales. We're tweaking the website, creating a flyer, posting on social media. We're not spending enough time getting in front of the right people to ask for the sale. And we're going to learn the strategies to do that now. So I have a free gift for you. And I am going to, Julie, if you'll go back to my bio and copy and paste that again, please. You can go into my bio and there should be a link there, this tiny URL. You can just click that link and download my ebook, Profitable Networking During COVID and Beyond, How to Get Six Figures in a Virtual World. So if you please click the link and go ahead and get your copy, that would be awesome. Now, here's a tip. I like to teach while I speak. So the format of this talk is a signature talk, and I'm going to talk about speaking in a minute, but it's a signature talk. I've literally added over 5,000 people to my list by just putting this in my talk. What are you doing to gather leads and putting them on your list so you can stay connected to people? So having a signature talk, having a sticky, attractive giveaway is a wonderful way to help you go viral. Okay, so we'll talk more about that. Business failure rate. First year, 21% of startups fail. Second year, 30% of startups fail. The fifth year, 50% of startups fail. And the 10th year, 70% of startups fail. That's sad. It's real sad because people work really hard at their businesses to perfect their craft. My belief is that these businesses fail because they don't learn to generate leads, market, and sell themselves. They got all the way up to the sales conversation, and then it's like, ugh. So I'm here. My mission is to change that. You're going to discover my ways to drastically increase your visibility, credibility, and income. Now, I only have a few minutes to make that happen for you. Mike has generously given me 50 minutes. And so I'm going to give you all I can give you in this time period. But if you even look into that bio, there should be a link there for you to schedule time with me. And we'll talk about how you can get more. So strategy number 1 is to know your target market. Why is that important? Knowing your target market increases your confidence. You'll be able to serve the ideal clients. You've heard this before, by the way. It's niching, target marketing. You'll be able to sell at your price because you build relationships within that target market and you become that go-to expert in your target. Who is your target market? Now, if your target market, if I said, who's your target market? And then you say anybody who, somebody who, it's nobody. So if the word body is anywhere in your target market response, it's nobody, right? So be very specific who you're looking for. Who can afford you? Who do you serve best? Does that mean you won't have people outside your target market? Of course, you're going to have people outside your target market. But when you have a target market, it helps you to be clear who you serve. And when I coach my clients, it's like, but anybody can buy life insurance. Yep, anybody can. Everybody needs financial planning. Yep, everybody does. But not everybody can afford it. Not everybody wants it. Who do you see that needs it most? So be very specific. So in my coaching, I coach service-based entrepreneurs, consultants, speakers, trainers, coaches, people who sell their expertise. If you sell earrings and purses, they sell themselves. You're not my target. It's okay. I love a good earring and I love a great purse. But when it comes to working with me, you're not my target market. And it's okay. I know people who can serve you in that area. But I'm very specific. So I don't waste time or get frustrated because I'm talking to the wrong people. And it happens all the time because a lot of times when generating leads, we're just happy to be talking to human beings who will listen to us. And the truth is we have to be talking to people who are the right target. Otherwise, we will exhaust ourselves and be frustrated in our businesses. Right? So the first key to go viral for lead generation is know who you're talking to, where they are, what groups they belong to, what associations they are part of, and go there. Go where your target is. Someone asked me yesterday, she's a health coach and she's health and wellness. She's preventative health coach. And I'm a 2-time widow. Now, and I was the speaker. Yes. Look at Jay. Look at that look, Jay. Jay, you are priceless. I'm loving that you have your video on. So yes, Jay, I am. I say I'm a Black widow, not the Black widow. I promise I do not kill husbands. I promise. And I'm remarried to a very brave man. But I said this in my talk yesterday, and she said, Toni, I really want to help the Black community. She's a Caucasian lady, and I really want to help the Black community. I know the high death rate of men and et cetera. And I said, well, where are you networking? And she told me, well, Black people there. If you want to help Black people, you got to go where they are. So she and I have a call later, right? So that's the key with target marketing. Know who you serve, who can afford you, and go where they are. All right, next. Strategy next is get connected through networking. So my talk title is you got to get known, get connected to get paid. You notice I didn't say go to networking events, because a lot of people attend networking events and they don't make connections, especially virtually. Everybody puts their name in the chat. What do y'all do with the chat after? Most of us are not taking any action beyond showing up. And I applaud all of you today, because most of you have your video on, so you are here, you're present. But if you go to these meetings and you don't have video on, you are not there. You cannot make a connection. I cannot connect with a box. Look at all the videos coming on now. I'm talking about y'all. Yes, I know I'm stepping on your toes. I get it. But I'm here to help you. And I get it. There are times like Forrest is driving. He can't put his video on. And I applaud him for showing up anyway. But when you can and you're just turning your video off because it's convenient, no bueno. Turn the video on. So what strategies are you doing to get connected through networking? So why is networking important? Everybody needs to network. You hear that. You got to go to networking events. You got to meet people, which is very true. But what do you do after? So networking in the right places get you in front of your ideal prospects. Remember what I said about the health coach earlier? If you're going to places and the people you're wanting to serve aren't there, then you're not networking. You're just showing up. And half the battle to success is showing up. However, to get what you want, you got to be in front of the right people. Now, networking can get you connected if you do what I tell you afterwards. And then relationships lead to referrals. So I made up a saying. It is show up, be up, follow up to blow up. Show up. That is the first key to success. Clicking the button to go virtual, or signing up and registering and paying whatever the cover charge is. That's the first key. But being engaged is second. Right? So when you show up, dress from the waist up. Jackie's got lipstick on. Yes, girl. She's got a beautiful blue necklace and blouse on. Yes, I don't know what's going on underneath with Jackie, and I don't care. But even Miss Lynch can tell you, because at 11 o'clock, she and I had a one-to-one, which, by the way, she's awesome. Her name says David in the chat, right in the box right there. But Miss Lynch is a new connection for me. She reached out to me on LinkedIn. This is how you go viral. Reached out to me on LinkedIn. We had a one-to-one, made a connection. She gave me a list of people we're going to talk to. I'm going to connect her to some people. I said, hey, I'm speaking. Stay on. She's here. She stayed on. She met Mike Weiner, who could change her life. That's networking, everybody. But just showing up to events, hoping something happens, it's not networking. So when you show up, you got to be up. Looking the part is very important. Having good energy, very important. When I click off, you won't believe it. I have a whole different persona when I'm not online. When I'm not speaking, I'm a whole different person. Okay? But when you're online, you're virtual, Please, people are attracted. You got to think, am I attractive? Am I someone somebody would want to connect with beyond that meeting? Spend your time getting attractive. Have a brand, okay? And also look the part. Follow up. This is the chat from last week's call. Right? This is the chat from last week's call. I went through, I highlighted a couple people I definitely needed to reach out to, Jay being one of them. Right? So I'm very intentional with my networking. So if you are not doing these strategies, you're missing the boat. Showing up is half the battle. What you do after is what cinches the relationships. All right, so I want to introduce you to my client, Val V. Val is a content and copyright expert. She is awesome. She listens to your brand voice, and then she will write your content, your newsletters, your blogs, your website content. She's awesome. Val joined my networking group and started coaching with me. I am unique in that I am the coach that connects. So people who coach with me have my unique proposition is I'm going to connect you to people, places, and things that are going to help your business to blow up. Because I've spent 20 years networking. I'm a certified networker. Val joined my coaching. Val, this testimonial came 4 months after coaching in my networking organization. 90 days, 45 introductions, 10 times sales growth. She launched the content. She was a travel agent, but when COVID hit, she launched the content business, which was Drastic. And she has now on track to make 6 figures her first year. Why? I don't know how she does it, but she shows up everywhere I am. I've introduced her to speaking opportunities, right? And she follows up. One of the best connections she has is a lady who's a celebrity interior designer. And this lady has hired Val, and she has a contract with Home Depot and Black Entertainment Television. And Val is now her copywriter through connections through my network. That's how you go viral. All right. Strategy number 3 for lead gen. Wait, let me back up. Any questions on networking? Because I did say I was going to take feedback throughout. So any questions, comments, thoughts? What, am I on target? Am I missing the mark?
I had a quick question.
Sure.
When you go to these networking, not virtual, I'm saying in person, those that started back, and you get the person contact info, I thought that was actually networking because we actually will have a conversation, but I'm hearing people say that's not really networking because it's not a beneficial relationship.
Right.
Okay.
That's exactly right. So when you go to events in person or here, and you just collect people's information, what happens after, Jay? What is the thing that happens afterwards? My doggone virtual background is not liking me holding stuff up. So that's the key. So let me give you an analogy. Remember, Jay, when you was younger and you was looking for Mrs. Right, and I'm gonna just put us all back there, everybody. So you saw that girl from across the crowded room, and you sashayed up to her. Girl, you look so good. Can I buy you a drink? She's like, yeah. I know that happened with you, Jay. And then y'all have a great conversation. And this back in the day, and you ask her for your phone, for her phone number, and she give you the right one. Now we can check immediately for the right one, right? But
Yeah.
she gave you the right one, and you say, "Girl, I'm gonna call you, and we gonna go out, and we gonna do some things." And she's like, "Oh, Jay, I can't wait." And then Jay goes home, and he lost the number, or he really wasn't that interested. He just told her that, and he never called her. I know, Jay, you wouldn't do that, but it's happened. How's that feel?
I mean, it's bad, of course.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
That's the same thing you do when you network. Everybody, I'm talking to everybody. Meet these people. Oh, girl, I know we're going to get together because I know somebody you need to know. I'm going to call you. We're going to have some lunch. We're going to connect. And you go back home and life gets busy and your intentions were good and so was hers. And she don't call you. You don't call her and nothing happened. I am on a mission to stop that behavior. Because it's not networking, Jay, just collecting a bunch of cards, putting them in a rubber band. You ain't done nothing. You have got to build relationships. And the one-to-one, Jay happened to click on my call early just to check the link. I say, that is so good because I highlighted your name. I have you on my list of people to call. And I was going to call you today if you had not showed up here. And the first thing I said to you was, let's schedule a date.
Yes.
When I network, whether it's virtual or in person, I leave with 3 to 5 appointments every single time.
3 to 5 appointments. Okay.
Every single time. Now, I don't have time today to tell you what I say and how do I get that appointment, but I do not comb my hair. Y'all saw my video, so I choose hair sometimes. I don't pick the right wig, put my face on, get in my car, drive across town, pay a cover charge to leave with a bunch of business cards. Stop it. Leave with appointments on your calendar. Appointments, relationships are what take you viral. Business cards do not. Showing up to a virtual call, looking at the beautiful chat, and doing nothing with it does not change a life. You all have to be intentional, drastic, if you will, about connecting. Sorry. Next.
No, that was a good point because I will say Mike makes sure that everybody put their info in. So that's a good point.
Yeah, what are you doing with it? And Mike is really good too about giving you all relationships and connections. I'm guilty. I don't call them all. But there's some credibility because Mike said call, right? Do something. Just please stop showing up to events and then nothing is happening.
Hey, Toni.
Yes.
I've done live events where I've had 1,100 people.
Yeah.
And everybody does the same thing. They swap cards and they're going to follow up. I would guess over 90% of the people never do. And when I run the event, if it's an NRG event live, I actually separate everything out. I mean, if I can, sometimes people will wind up joining my networking organization right on the spot. I'll ask them, hey, you've seen this. This is the biggest thing we do. You know, what are your thoughts? I've got an opening for a realtor in this. I'll actually ask them to join at a live event. And I just had someone refer to me yesterday, and I didn't even invite him to a meeting. He goes, I was told I need to join NRG. Yeah. And I said, great. And I asked him some questions. And he goes, I want to wire you the money. I told him where to do it. And he's done it. And he has not been to a meeting. And all of us are leaving opportunities and money and networking on the table. If we understood that people have access and lead to other people, but most people, they go to a big event and they come back and they put their chest out. I met 75 people. Who cares? I mean, you've got to follow up with them. And my recommendation, you break it out to A, B, and C. And we can talk about that another time. But the top hottest ones, if you don't book them right then and there, you need to call them within 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours. Otherwise, you wasted your time. You could have been home watching crazy, dumb TV. Really?
Exactly. And I don't even believe in calling people after the fact. See, Jay, in my analogy early at the club, Jay would have got a lot farther if he had said, girlfriend, let's go ahead and schedule a movie date now.
Yep.
Rather, I'm going to call you. Now, next time she see you, she's going to be kicking you in the shins. So don't stop it, you guys. Stop doing the same old stuff and trying to get new results. We all hear that saying. Anyway, I move on. Strategy number 3, speak more to sell more. Speaking is the number one way to go viral. I'm speaking right now to 18 people I did not know, most of y'all, before today. I didn't have to invite not one of you to come. I'm in the process of putting on my own conference, and it's hard to invite people to show up. So if you learn to speak on other people's stages, y'all heard me earlier say I've added 5,000 people to my list because I speak on everybody's stage in front of my target audience. And somebody in here is going to say, oh my gosh, I love that girl, her energy, what she had to say. I'm a part of this group, and I think she should speak with that group. And they're going to invite me to speak to another group. And somebody at that group is going to invite me to speak to another group. And speaking is the one marketing strategy that gives over and over and over and over again. Jackie, you got something to add? Because I see your energy there. You want to unmute?
Oh, I'm right there with you. When I started my business, I made a list of I was going after churches, and I made the list of all the biggest churches in the city, and I called them one by one and went to see them.
Yeah.
Are you interested in doing a pilgrimage or a tour?
Yeah.
It really does work, and it's fun. I'm a ham, so it's easy for me. It wouldn't be so easy for others.
Yeah, well, I teach not only how to put yourself out there, how to get the speaking gigs, but the signature talk formula so that you can bring people into your funnel intentionally.
Yep.
So why is speaking important? Number 1, instant credibility. Mike Weiner, you trust him. He said, you need to come here, Toni. You're here. You don't even know Toni. Yeah, the flyer looked good. All that stuff has to look good. You got to look the part. But you trust Mike. So I have instant credibility because Mike wouldn't put no junk in front of you.
Amen.
Educate without being salesy. So I'm educating you guys with passion what you need to do. I am not selling you anything. So for my women entrepreneurs who, I hate being salesy, speaking is the number one way you can get in front of people without being salesy. If they like you, they're attracted to you, they'll click your link. Turn your mess into your message. You'll get to tell your stories. I hated marketing. I hated networking at a time. I actually spent $6,000 on a coach because I kept going to networking events. Nothing was happening. What am I doing wrong? And she said, you're not doing it right. And she taught me what I needed to learn. And if that woman charged me a $6,000 a year renewal fee, I'd pay it because I have made over $1 million with the strategy she taught me. Okay, so you get to turn your mess, something you hated about, into your message so that people are attracted to you. And then you become the go-to expert. And so speaking is very important. Here's my tip. There is a formula. You can't just go speak without, because most of us will throw up on people, give them too much, and then wonder why people don't take action because you overwhelmed them. So there's a signature talk formula that helps the audience to see that they need you. You got to get that formula in order to go out and speak. So this picture in the background is me speaking at a national conference, National Association of Professional Organizers, that started with the Houston chapter. So I spoke at Houston first. Somebody there recommended me for national. That's how you go viral. But I tell you, speaking is the one thing that gives over and over again. All right, this is Muncie. Muncie hated the thought of social media, speaking, putting herself out there. We did the disc. She is a high C, which CD, which is the most guarded personality, misunderstood personality there. She's beautiful, as y'all can see, but she hated the idea of going online and speaking. When I tell you this girl out social medias me, she outspeaks me. She's an international speaker, and she coached with me, and she just had to get out of her own way, get out of her head. And I told her, and I'm telling you, get out of your head and get into your heart about what you have to do and offer people, and it will change their lives, but not if you're not out there sharing it. Last is social media. And we had a conversation about social media last week. Someone asked about using their personal profile to connect with people. The answer is yes. You have to strategically, look at Jay. He's like, what? You have to strategically connect with people in your network personally. I would not be speaking to you today if Mike Weiner had not reached out to me, and yes, he trolled my profile to see who I was on my personal profile, I wouldn't be here talking to you today. But because on my personal profile, he could see I'm about business, he could see I'm a networker, he reached out to me, and here I sit a year and a half later. This works. These strategies work. So I'm going to tell you a really quick story. Social media keeps you, it deepens relationships, it keeps you top of mind, and it showcases your expertise. So I've had so many of these stories. Val, I mentioned earlier, Val and I met at a networking event 8 years ago. We lost touch, but on social media, we stayed in contact. One day, I did a live. Val made a comment. Oh my gosh, I shouted her out. Val, I haven't seen you in 3 years. We need a catch-up call. Do y'all know how much business I get from catching up with people that I did a one-to-one with maybe a year or two ago? And then I see them on social media. I send them something in Messenger and I say, let's catch up. And then they say, what are you doing, Toni? Oh, I'm coaching. I own my own networking group. Tell me about your networking group. I need a networking group. And now Val is one of my top clients. Social media changes lives, but you got to do it the right way. There's a strategy behind it. So here's some tips. Use your personal page to build relationships. I have 5,000 followers. Fortunately, I unfriended some people. So if y'all want to go friend me. I unfriended people this morning. 5,000 is the legal limit. I've been there for 5 years. I have to always unfriend people to bring new friends in, but I'll do that for y'all. Build relationships, not likes. So many entrepreneurs think they can just make a pretty post, and everybody's going to say, I want to work with her. It's not like that. You guys, the social media solidifies who they met at the event. Social media is not really the start of the relationship. I meet you at the event. You heard me speak, you friend me, then you go troll my page and you look and see what she really is up to. And then I keep posting I post about my networking group. I post about my coaching clients. You see me shouting out my clients and giving them kudos because they're making drastic steps. And then eventually you're going to say, oh, I think I'm ready to work with Toni. Let me contact her. That's how you get people engaged with you on social media. It's not connecting with strangers, letting them see your post, and then they figure out, oh, I need to work with her. It's the opposite. It's taking the person you meet, putting them on social media, or if you do meet a stranger on social media and you friend them, then take that relationship offline, invite them through Messenger. The money is in Messenger, to come on a Zoom call for a one-to-one so that they can learn more about you. You can learn more about them. But it is not just posting, waiting for somebody to raise their hand and say, yes, I want to work with you. It doesn't work that way, you guys. And you already know that because you're doing it and it's not working. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, I know I'm right. So I don't have time to tell you, but if you come to my conference, which I'm going to offer you in a minute, you'll hear the story of how my husband was a referral with every strategy I just mentioned. What I practice in business led to my husband as a referral. And he's just a brave man because I already told you I'm a two-time widow, and there you go. So what happens if you don't do these steps? You're going to stay invisible. You don't make the impact that you want. You don't make the income you want. And you'll be watching people on social media living their best life, wondering why they get it and I don't. And you won't go viral. These strategies work. Put them in place. And you deserve more than that. So are y'all ready to get known, get connected so you can get paid and make your six figures? Can I see some hands, please? Thank you. I appreciate y'all still staying with me. So I got an opportunity for you. Of course I do. You're going to learn the strategies to get known, get connected, get paid, make six figures, and go viral. I want y'all to connect with me. Just go find me on Facebook. Whether we're connected or not, I have an open page. So go check out what I got going on. Go to Drastic Results with Toni Harris Taylor. Go see what I have going on. If you want to look the part, show up, and take your business viral, you should attend my conference. If you're a coach, speaker, author, consultant, financial professional, you're a realtor, ready to take your business to the next level, you need to be there. You want to learn these lead generation strategies that will fill your pipeline and help you close more sales to get to six figures and beyond. You should be there. And you're ready to go viral and be seen, you should be there. At this conference, you're going to confidently learn the strategies to help you to generate more leads for your business, create real relationships in your niche, your target market, so that you become the go-to expert. You're going to leave every event going forward with appointments because I'm going to teach you what to say, how to say, and get people to book with you so you don't have to follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. And the reason some of us don't have a fortune is because we don't follow up. I'm going to teach you the strategies to follow up with confidence and not be all bogged down and in your head about rejection and all that stuff. We're going to learn social media strategies to be seen, go viral. And your bonus on that Friday is going to be learn how to go from being a networker in the audience to being a speaker in the front of the room. Now, my conference is different. because I guarantee you that this is the only conference where you will leave with appointments on your calendar. It's built into the agenda. So last year, Caitlin came. Caitlin is a branding expert. She got 14 appointments. She won the contest. She got 14 appointments over the conference period. 3 of those people became her client. 3 of those people became her client. The others are in her network and become a referral source. Caitlin is a speaker on this year's conference because she's learning what it means to go viral. So the conference is November 3rd through 5th. There's a online opportunity, general admission. I'm not going to go through this line by line, but it's $97. The link is in chat. Click the link, get registered. The VIP experience, though, is for those of you who are ready to really be in the room where it happens. The VIP experience is all 3 days of the conference. You get a special gift box filled with goodies. You get printed event materials, in-person connections, conference buddy. I've never been to a conference where the host is going to matchmake you with someone who is going to make sure you are connected to the people you want to connect to. Roundtable connections with the guest speakers, VIP party, it should say party there, reception party. Lunch and snacks included all 3 days. You're going to get a conference t-shirt. You're going to ask me anything. You'll get an intimate lunch with me, 30-minute private session, recordings to the entire conference. So virtual, it's not going to get recordings because if I told you got recordings, you wouldn't show up. So, and then we have a special discounted hotel rate. I do have people flying in to the conference. So I only have 20 spots left. I'm only putting 30 in the room. So it's $297. Play with me. Come meet my people. My NIA members will be there. I hope you show up. The first key to success is showing up. The second key is doing what Toni tells you. If you do what I tell you, take the drastic steps, you will get drastic results and your business will go viral. My name is Toni Harris Taylor, the networking queen and the coach that connects, saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow. Thank you so much, Mike.